City of North Liberty worked together with the City of Coralville and Johnson County a number of years ago, and we created a master plan for the whole corridor. So we're on phase 5 in North Liberty. And after this phase is completed, all the way down to Hawkeye Drive, we'll only have one phase left, and it'll be phase 6, and that'll take you from Hawkeye Drive all the way to Forever Green Road. It's a $10 million project that's being leveraged with just under $2.6 million of federal funds. There's several components of the project. It's going to be a 5-lane urban section with curb and gutter, and it's going to include a 5-foot sidewalk on the east side of the street and a 10-foot shared use path on the west side of the street. There'll also be storm sewer and drainage improvements. We're going to have a pedestrian underpass. It'll be similar to the one that's just north of Cherry Street. There'll be landscape biocells to help with stormwater quality. There'll be landscape medians and landscaping at all the intersections and roadway and pedestrian lighting. So there's 4 main phases for this project. We've already started on phase 1 so that we're able to start on phase 2, which will be reconstruction of the entire east side of the roadway from Zeller all the way to Fairview. Phase 2, the contractor is estimating 6 to 8 weeks. And then once that's done, we'll shift traffic over to the east side and start on the west side, which is estimated to be about another 6 to 8 weeks. The 4th phase, you're going to see the most disruption. During phase 2 and 3, we'll still have 1 lane of traffic in either direction. It's only when we get to phase 4 where they put in the pedestrian underpass and it's much more intrusive that we have to shut down the whole corridor. And that's when you're going to see a lot of detours. We're going to detour traffic to Jones Boulevard and Front Street. The businesses along the corridor, all their accesses will be open the entire time. There's a number of benefits. I would say some of the bigger benefits are aesthetics. If you've noticed in phase 3 from Zeller to Penn, which we did a couple years ago, it looks so nice, with the exception that in phase 5, we have the opportunity to do some raised landscape medians, as well as all the landscaping at the sides and at the intersections, and removing all the overhead power. That in itself is a huge aesthetic improvement. We were working with the utility companies the last year, and that really cleans up the corridor. Another part of the aesthetics will be that new pedestrian underpass. I think people will be pretty impressed when it's all done because they had some really nice landscaping on both sides of that pedestrian underpass. Capacity and safety. Further south in North Liberty, we still have a lot of room for development down there. So we want to make sure we've got the main corridor set up to handle that development, and a 5-lane section is also going to improve safety. There'll be pedestrian and roadway lighting, and then the pedestrian underpass. It'll be really nice for the folks who live further south in North Liberty. Another big benefit to the project is biocells. They're the landscape areas that are kind of cupped. So they actually hold the water and it lets it percolate into the ground rather than running off into the creeks and streams. And then the other big one, I think, is pedestrian and bicycle accommodations. North Liberty is a very active town, and this is just going to provide for more trails and more network to explore, either on bikes or walking.